Welcome to the War Team's Entrepreneur Foxhole podcast. Your host, Ben Williams. Your host, Martez Sims. Where military veterans in business discuss critical issues to win on the battlefield of entrepreneurship. Ruck up and rock steady.
All right, we are back for the episode two of the Entrepreneur Foxhole. We have myself as the host, Ben Williams. We have Martez Sims as the other host, as you guys know. And we have the opportunity to have someone on our podcast that we are really excited about having on here. She's done some amazing things in the real estate space, but not just in the real estate space. She's been an entrepreneur for quite some time. She is from Juarez, Mexico.
Juarez, yes.
And she's joined our team. She's a new member of our team on the War Team. And in less than 6 months, she's closed 3 deals and she's got about 5 deals pending. And that's something amazing. Yeah, let's give her that hand. Something that I didn't do. All right.
Something that I didn't do.
So, you know, it's something that we wanted to talk about and really kind of unpack some of the things she's been doing and the people she's been helping and the impact she's making. So without further ado, we have Miss Mariel Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to start off. I'm going to let Martez kick us on off and, we'll go from there.
Thank you, Ben. Again, I'm excited to have you here. I have some very specific questions. Like Ben said, you've been a realtor it's been about 4 months now.
4 months,
You've
yeah.
closed 3 deals and you have about 5 deals pending. I don't know anyone else in our space that's ever done that. My question to you is, what drives you every day? What causes you to get out of bed and go do the things that you do every day?
Okay, so growing up, I grew up in Juarez. We honestly didn't have much. And I think, the things that I always wanted that I can buy for myself now, to me, that's one of them. But also my daughter, I want to give her a better life than the one I had.
Yes.
So that drives me a lot, giving her a better future, better opportunities. That's why I do it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I have a follow-on. I'm not going to ask it now, but I want to come back to that since you brought your daughter up. I want to come back to that. Why'd you choose real estate?
So before this, I was working in HR. I had a 9-to-5 job. I was working from home, 100% remote, and I was getting very depressed, very sad, very anxious. I'm an extrovert. So to me, talking to people, being outside, that gives me motivation and passion. I was married back in the day, and my ex-husband was buying properties and renting them. So we were already involved in real estate a little bit. So now I'm like, I met my realtor and I saw what he did and that motivated me. So I quit my job from one day to the other. I quit and I got into the real estate academy here in El Paso for like 3 months and a half, got my license, and I love it. Yeah. Yes. I love it. I get to interact with people, help them buy their dream home or their first home, and I love that. Yes.
Were you afraid? Were you scared when you quit your job and came out here into real estate?
It was scary because I was used to a paycheck. I was used to my paycheck, but thankfully I have the help of my family, my mom. I was doing balloon setups as a side hustle, so that was paying my bills. Yes. So, but it was scary because now I'm 100% commissioned. So it was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So that also motivates me because I'm unemployed every morning, right? Like Ben says, I was unemployed every morning. So I gotta make that paycheck.
Here's the difference, though. For you, you have things pending. That's not unemployed. Unemployed is nothing pending.
I'm going to let her keep on thinking that. So Go ahead. Keep on thinking you're unemployed every morning. So
yes, I am unemployed every morning because I spend a lot. So I also need to learn how to manage my finances.
So one of the things that, me as your broker, I get to see tons of agents. I've been training agents for almost the last 7.5 years. And what you have done is just been unprecedented in my time. most agents, they analyze, they paralyze. You know, they come in, they train, and then when it's time to go out there and do something, they stutter, right? You opposite.
Yes.
You went out and did stuff and then come back and train.
Yeah.
That is something that I just think is amazing. I mean, because people want to be so perfect in it. And so I guess my question to you, what do you think or why you did that? I mean, because you got yourself in trouble, you know, not in trouble, but, you know, most times I get a call from agents and they're not doing something. Like I get calls from you because you're in a contract and you're doing something, and we got to try and make sure you're doing it right, which is I love. I love those conversations versus, hey, go out and try and do this, you know? And I guess my question to you is like, why? I mean, why ain't you like every other agent sit there and just watch and then you go try and why?
I don't do it on purpose. I think it's just my personality. It's just who I am. And I think it comes back to my motivation, my why. I'm not going to wait 6 months or 3 months to learn everything and then go out and learn. The way I learn is I learn as I go.
Put it in motion.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
And then, well, I mean, here at the work team, we have a lot of trainings. Every day we have training. So I also try to make time for that, come and learn. But I think it's just who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask this. Obviously, you're getting clients. You're getting leads. Can you tell how you're getting leads, or you want to unpack that? What you've been doing is how do you move during the day to get the clients that you're getting?
I don't think I'm a usual realtor. I honestly start working from my bed on my phone.
Okay.
That's all I need.
That's
my
good.
phone. I'm on social media posting, hey, I'm a realtor. If you need my help, I'm here. I put a fun fact about real estate, some information of the market, and I just start working from bed.
I love it.
Yes.
Love it.
I don't have anything fancy. I don't need a desk. If I need a desk, I come to the office.
I don't know about y'all. We could drink that. She worked from the bed. That's what real estate does for you guys. You can work from the bed. We heard it from her.
Before you get up in the morning.
Yes. Honestly, yes. I'm at 6 a.m. working, and then I get ready and get my daughter ready for school. And then I come back home and work some more, and then take a nap, and then work some more. Yes. And then come to training.
All right, we'll take it.
Yes.
Hey, work to working from bed. Working from bed. Cheers. Yeah. All right. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So your typical day, you start off from bed, you do your things with your daughter. I know that you typically, you come to the office about once a day and doing whatever you do there. What is it that, what's been the routine after that? Like you leave from here and what do you normally do?
So I'm a mom, right? So I live here. I go pick up my daughter from school. I make dinner. And then while she does homework, I send some more messages. I follow up with my clients. I do have a big pipeline right now. Some of my potential clients, they're working on their credit. They're saving money for the down payment. They have something that we need to work on. So I follow up with them. Follow-up's a big, big key for me. And I have clients message me themselves, hey, my credit score went up today. So that keeps me motivated. So following up, I do that in the afternoon. And then when my daughter goes to bed at 8, I keep following up some more or post on social media.
So what you saying, if I can bring this all full circle, you are a single mom.
Yes.
Okay, you are a single mom. You start your day off in the bed. You still hit all the milestones you need to hit with follow-ups to prospecting, to do everything that you have to do. Pick your daughter up from school. Still able to go home and cook at night. That's just amazing to speak to. I know there's somebody out there that's going to hear this is probably a single mom and maybe thinking that they can't do this because of they're single and they got kids. You hearing it right here. So I think that's just speaks volumes, and you're doing it at such a high level in such a short amount of time. So if you out there and that's you and you speaking to you, you might want to come talk to this lady. You might want to seek her out. You might want to find out what she's doing and get the blueprint because it's able to be done. All right.
My question is, how do you? And I was going to come back to that because I do think it's amazing. We've all met your daughter. She's amazing.
She comes to the office sometimes to the training.
That's a little realtor in training right
And
there.
that's what I love about
Yes.
this company, that you're so welcome, Ben. Like, you welcome our kids. She's been here to the trainings, and
Yes.
she loves it. And she already knows, hey, at the fridge, there's applesauce.
There's applesauce
So
for the we keep applesauce for the kids.
Yes, but how do you balance it? Being a single parent of a young, beautiful little girl, starting a brand new career, how do you balance everything for someone that's listening that might be just like you and think they can't do it?
Honestly, not all days are great for me. Some days I don't feel good. I have a headache and I don't work as much. But when I do feel good and energized, that's when I put in the extra work. That's when I make up for the bad days. Yes.
So one of the questions we had carved out for you that I wanted to know, and you just kind of touched on it. And I'm just going to read the question here. Can you share a moment where self-doubt has crept in? And what strategies did you use to pull yourself through it?
Yeah.
I think you're resilient.
Very.
Very resilient.
I think I had a transaction fail. We couldn't close on it, and I was so devastated. But I went home and I started sending messages, just like crazy. I was very upset, and I just started sending messages, and I got a client from there that day.
Wow.
Yes. So I turned my
Frustration.
into motivation. Yes.
I want to clap. We can clap to that.
Yes, and this is a true story. We close next month. Yeah.
Amazing. And I know you had a real tough transaction that led to, and I'm not going to get into the particulars of the detail, or names, I should say. But the transaction basically ended where one party did not want to sign.
The ex-husband. Yes. We're not, yes. Names.
We
We're
don't
not
say
gonna
names,
say
right?
names. No.
Can you speak a little bit on that? Because I know that I talked to you a lot during that time, and some people think, it's all roses. It's all, and, you got to the closing table with your client, and the other side had some problems, and they refused to sign. And I know we went through almost, a week and a half or something like that with going back and forth. But can you speak to that? Because I know that, to me, from what I saw, you handled it with grace. You handled it with class, and I wanted them to know how did you get to that space to handle it like that?
Well, to me, obviously, I do this. It's my job. It's to make money, obviously, but I do truly care about my clients.
Yeah.
I've worked in customer service all my life, so I do care about them, and this is one of the biggest purchases of their life. I mean, so yes, we had issues. The day of closing, my buyers closed, and the sellers, they were going through their divorce. The ex-wife signed, the ex-husband didn't want to sign, and I didn't drop it. My lender didn't drop it. We kept being persistent. My buyers were extremely patient as well. So that's another thing. Find partners that will help you.
Right.
I partner with my lender. I've known him from a long time ago, even before
Give him
I
a
came
shout
a
out.
Realtor.
Give him a shout out.
Jaime and Claudia from Barrett Financial.
Okay. All right.
They're a married couple, and they're my friends. I trust them. So we don't drop the ball. No. We keep persistent, and we try to find a way, and we make it to the closing table. Because also my first transaction was messy too for other reasons, but we make it to the closing table. We don't drop it. I fight for my clients, and we take.
I'm listening to your conviction, and I believe you when you say that. But you're sitting in that chair. You don't seem like a 4-month agent. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
No.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I will fight for them, honestly.
And I get to speak to you a lot, at least because I get to speak to you as you're going through these deals. And you've always been you've been coachable, you've been receptive, and I think I want to make sure people understand that about you, because sometimes I do this and I get to that agent, no names, and they're not coachable. And I picked up early on with you, like, man, she's coachable. She's go be able to figure this thing out, and you're relentless, and you don't stop. So I just pay homage to you about that, because it's really awesome. Now, I know I want to ask you one more question here off this sheet. We have some special questions for you. Okay. She has just won a award from YPN, Young Professionals Network here locally in El Paso. And she won the award for the most consistent social media presence of 2024. Is that, or 25? 25.
25.
25.
No.
24 or 25.
Yeah,
but she go do it in 25 again. So it don't matter, right? But anyway, but I want to throw this out there because I think that's amazing. Let's give that a hand. All right. But I know that probably comes with a little criticism too. I mean, being on social media and you probably get some criticism.
Oh, yeah.
So for the agents that don't know, think it's all rosy, you miss social media, right? But how do you handle the criticism? And I've seen your social media. It's awesome. It's in Spanish. I don't understand what she's saying, but it's in Spanish. But I know it's awesome.
Most of it's in Spanish. I want to reach to that market.
Yeah. And but how do you handle some of the criticism that you may have gotten with some of the social media stuff?
I'm going to tell you a funny story.
Okay.
So we're promoting a lot, and we paid a local Instagram page, very famous, FitFam, to be on it. Yes, we paid to be on it. And we send them a video. We don't use anything fancy. We just use our phones, nothing fancy. And the video wasn't the best quality, and it wasn't the best angle. They were recording from the top. And our foot looked so big.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And they were making fun of it. But I'm at this point where I laugh. I'm like, if you are going to talk about me, as long as you talk about me,
I'm on your mind.
I'm on your mind.
I'm on your
I'm
mind.
on top of mine.
But I'm the best realtor.
Yeah.
So, yes. So that was funny. So now, if it would have been like when I started 4 months ago, I think that would have broken me. Okay. But at this point, I'm like, I don't care. I'm making money, and you're watching my videos. So.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Now, the other thing on TikTok, people laugh about house prices. I just like their comments, and if you're interested, I'm here. Yeah. Yes.
And one of the things I can share with people with criticism, because I've dealt with that myself, is you got to look at the source sometimes. Half the people, and I'm not talking about the page fit fam. I'm just saying in general, some of the audience, you may have not the smartest people on there that's going to make these comments. And usually you'll find that that's just, you're just scraping from the bottom of those folks that's going to make those crazy comments. So that's all I say.
Being out there is not easy, but I mean, that pays my bills because all my clients are from social media.
Wow. All right.
So most of them. Yeah.
So let's speak on that. All right.
Yes.
So most people think that social media sometimes don't work. Speak to that.
It's been working for me. Most of them are from social media. Like I said, I don't do anything fancy. No fancy videos and nothing yet. Maybe in the future, but right now it's just me on my phone. It could be a story and I'm talking to them. They feel like they know me and they feel comfortable. I get to answer their questions right there live. And I think it builds that relationship where they trust me enough and they want to work with me.
Good. Yeah. And you got an event, is it happening, the egg hunt, or is that already, that just take place?
The egg hunt, yes. So I try to take advantage of all the holidays and special events, like special days. We do egg hunts, pictures with the bunny, and we meet the community. They bring their kids, their newborns, and they take pictures with us. Yes.
I love it.
Before we land this plane, we're running out of time. I have a question, and I think some people are going to benefit from this. So what would be one piece of advice you would give a realtor who's been in the business for 4 months, like yourself, who probably, most likely, have not closed a deal yet?
So there's a few things. It's not just one. To me, I just do it. But also, I come to our trainings. I try to learn the contract. I watch a lot of podcast videos on YouTube, TikTok on how to negotiate. I'm always learning. I'm constantly learning. Even if I'm not here, if I'm home, if I'm doing my hair, if I'm driving, I put a YouTube video and I just try to learn everything I can and get tips and tricks from people that are already making it. Yes.
So, hey, I'm great. It's doing great. Before we end, could we take one more shot? One more shot. All right. Let me charge these drinks. All right, charge this drink right here.
Not that much. Not that much. No.
All right. to Mariel.
To Mariel.
Thank you for being our guest. Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you, Martez.
Yeah. Okay, folks, thank you for joining us today. And remember, the path to success is through perseverance, courage, and just grinding. And you can see that right there. And thank you for everything that you're doing for us. And I'll let my man Martez send us on off.
We have Mariel Gonzalez. Give her a hand and stay tuned because we're going to do it again next week. And you will be amazed with the guest we have for you next week. Thanks so much.
The Entrepreneur Foxhole signing off.